stuff.
Match time. CalmAnimal versus Cha0tic. CalmAnimal's Bowser has been something fierce. It's great, I think, seeing him come out more and more consistently to Shockwave Plano. I remember, I think he had a bit of an absence from a lot of our tournaments. Maybe at the beginning of this year, but in the last couple of weeks, probably because Phenom will be leaving to the Air Force pretty soon, he's been coming out more and more often, and we've been able to see the Bowser come out and just lay waste to so many folks in bracket.
Yeah, I mean, laying waste to this stock right here, 59 damage on the deck, but now Cha0tic starting to answer back, getting some grabs of his own.
What's Cha0tic have to be really mindful of whenever we're talking about playing against a character like Bowser?
So Bowser, kind of similar to Ike, Bowser is a bruiser character, or like what I like to call bruisers. He's really beefy. He hits particularly hard. He's actually kind of like bruisers, you know, in general, like they kind of like block with their face. They just kind of walk at you and you're like, okay, you hit me, that's fine. I'm going to hit you back eventually and it's going to suck. Bowser, though, was really, really fast for a bruiser. And like it is a very, very good job of getting in there. Like, look at that. Like his opponent was at middle screen and just falling from like almost full hop distance. And CalmAnimal managed to get beneath him before he was actually hitting the ground and get that up smash charged. This Bowser's really fast. He's really scary. He hits really hard. His grabs put on a lot of damage. His side B, you know, puts on pretty good damage and will actually end your stock. But speaking of ending stocks.
You know, speaking of ending stocks, and we definitely have to touch on the fact that Bowser is a character with its limitations. Of course, recovery, not the best in the world.
Recovery is the big one.
And we're expecting Cha0tic to actually like use options like that Hydro Pump, maybe. Ooh. I'm liking it.
Yep, getting little vines going here.
I like it. Cha0tic definitely has been in the lab, you can tell.
Ooh.
And of course, Bowser packing such a massive hurt box. It's going to help Cha0tic whenever he decides to play a bit more patient, throw out some more of those shurikens. There isn't much of a way really for Bowser to get around those aside from just running up and hoping that he perfect shields every single one.
Yep, it's going to be pretty hard for Cha0tic to miss with his shurikens if he ever throws them out.
Speaking of perfect shields, though, CalmAnimal closing the distance and getting Cha0tic in the corner.
Yeah, look, the pivot grab from Bowser, one thing to note, is actually like ridiculously large. Like, bigger. Like you see Marth grab people in Melee and you're like, wow, what? That didn't make any sense at all. Bowser's is like that bad or worse.
Yeah, it's pretty busted.
It's up there. So it's definitely something you have to watch out for. If you're ever like trying to push into his space, be very, very careful of that move.
So far, it feels like Cha0tic hasn't really needed to push into any space. It's just more so he's controlling. He's anchored down, kind of controlling this general area. He's not really letting CalmAnimal get past the 50 for the majority of this stock.
Yep, doing a very good job harassing with his neutral B, forcing CalmAnimal to come to him, and then, you know, not letting him get those openings he needed whenever he does. Oh, wow, actually grabbing him past the down tilt, trying to bait the air dodge. If he had air dodge there, he probably would be dead. I'd just like to point that out. It didn't look like a scary up moment, but it's very, very crucial that he did not air dodge there. Getting the harassment from the neutral B.
Walking right into the forward air from Cha0tic. CalmAnimal. He's got to figure out a way to close the stock out. More than enough rage, but I'm scared that the rage might make it so he won't have a follow-up off of the up throw.
Yeah, definitely not going to be able to at this percent. And wow, catching the jab with that F smash. Very good whiff punish. Yeah, the one thing to point out, like the walk, he stepped like a step and a half backwards first before doing that F smash.
Just really brilliant spacing from Cha0tic. He's looking good today.
He is. He's looking really good.
Really good. Beating Cha0tic, if Cha0tic beats CalmAnimal today, I mean, that's something great to put in the resume for sure.
Absolutely, yeah.
CalmAnimal, I like to think of him as, I guess, like one of those hidden bracket bosses.
Yeah, he's sort of more of the sleeper agent. So, like, goes into the bracket, like, infiltrates it and finds the heavy hitters and then just destroys them.
Let's see if maybe he can get back to what we know him for. Again, having, I guess, a really tough time. And the biggest area of that last game and was, I think, the latter half of that second stock where Cha0tic just had CalmAnimal pinned in the corner for, I think, a good solid 40 seconds or so.
Yeah, and I think a lot of it comes down to the fact that he's just doing such a good job on the defense, not letting Bowser get anything going. And as you can see here, he's kind of having the same thing too. Like, he's getting him into the corner, but not necessarily pushing too much pressure outwards, but just making himself very, very difficult to hit. Staying mobile, playing safe, but that big damage coming out from CalmAnimal.
Yeah, that's gonna hurt. Koopa Claw.
Not going to be good enough quite yet.
And smart this time from Cha0tic. He's going down, avoiding any opportunities maybe for the bear, but either way, going to lose the stock.
Yep. Now this is definitely where CalmAnimal wants to be. Since he's at the higher percent, it's going to be a little harder for Cha0tic to play that sort of defensive game. He is going to need to take some risks eventually to try and finish that stack off and bring it back to even. Got to get a lot of damage from the up throw, especially whenever he's at the percent where he can get that nair to connect. It's so many hits.
So many hits. Wow. Walking off of the ledge to get that fair, but really intelligent play from Cha0tic. He recognizes the platform, sees the alternative method of recovery, and uses it perfectly. Another Koopa Claw.
Oh, so close. Yeah, CalmAnimal definitely content to not run into his opponent now. Playing a little bit more defensive, but that up smash, catching him before he can grab the ledge. Cha0tic seals the first stock. Does have to look out, though. That up air definitely do the trick.
And I'll tell you why that worked. Whenever we see Cha0tic in the corner setting up a lot of zoning tools, CalmAnimal's go-to method to kind of break the zone has been the dash attack. But that time, he just kind of pumped the brakes. He knew Cha0tic was going to jump because of what he did previously. Gets the up air, gets the stock.
Yep. Okay,
and now the bird coming out from Cha0tic. This is, I'll be honest, Sethlon, this is very strange for me.
Yeah, kind of interesting. He is going to have to play more of an in-your-face style with Falco, which is kind of scary whenever you consider, Bowser and the things he does to people whenever he's in their face. But this does mean he will have a little bit more control in neutral, I think. He's going to get a lot more off of grabs. Grab's going to be a little easier to get in general, just because Falco has a standard grab. He'll just need to win a lot of the interactions.
Now the dare in this game, right?
Yeah.
Does it have that same devastating potency that we see in a lot of the other Smash games?
It does have good potency, but it does have a lot of startup as well. So it's a lot harder to actually land in this game. Like, you're not going to be able to just down air for free anytime Bowser is up being, unlike some other games. If he does manage to set it up, it's going to be just as potent, but will be much harder to actually set up.
Right now, I think what I'm expecting when I look at this is a lot more wins for Cha0tic, but the wins that CalmAnimal gets would be more substantial.
Absolutely.
So even though we're seeing such a massive percent difference, just watch. One grab and this game is going to change entirely.
Very nice side B from Cha0tic, going over that down smash. Nice little laser to get some damage. Doesn't get to frame.
CalmAnimal, you saw him looking for those pivot grabs. He wants it.
Yeah, he's trying to intimidate Cha0tic into making a bad defensive option. Wow, this might... not quite yet.
Ooh, that actually will do it, though. Cha0tic hopping right over CalmAnimal, who's trapped on that platform, getting a nice meaty bear. Close things out.
CalmAnimal still going to be getting some damage from that up throw. It's...
Ooh.
Oh, wow.
And he didn't want to go for the up throw up air until he knew it was going to KO. That's why we saw the forward air before. Didn't want to stale out the options. Didn't want to chance it. Just a really, really intelligent play. Game 3, final stocks, loser's bracket. Let's see who can come out on top. CalmAnimal laying waste to Cha0tic stock with these grabs.
Oh, nice. So one interesting thing about Bowser, his side B actually has very, very low landing lag, like inordinately low for this game. So with his CalmAnimal there actually using it to land safely instead of going for a standard A landing, which is probably a good choice considering I imagine Bowser's aerials all have significantly more landing lag.
Scary spot for Cha0tic. 91%. Trying to figure out if he can still stay alive here.
Okay, gonna get some damage off the throw.
Oh, man. And avoiding the Koopa Claw.
Wow.
Ooh, this grab. Oh!
Trying to bait the air dodge out, but Cha0tic not biting.
It's not going to have it yet. This should be it, though.
Be it. No, a little bit too high percent for the up air to actually connect. One more try.
It's the forward air, and that's going to be enough. Do you think it was possible that Cha0tic was DIing expecting the up air?
Probably. Yeah, and I think it might have been possible to air dodge there, but he was scared of trying to do that option because CalmAnimal baited the air dodge to throw before it. So a little bit of a 50-50 there.